caught up. "Of course," I said, and admired the long views from the middle of the road. "I'd so rather be home reading." "You and me both. Let's go hide in the Book Chalet. You can sleep over in the loft and tell me ghost stories like when we were kids." "Stop," my sister groaned. "Too tempting." I piled on cozy lures. Flannel PJs, hot cocoa, a fire in the hearth, Agatha on your lap. "Now you're just being cruel," Meg said. She countered. "My place is closer. We run there, you'll stay overnight. We'll watch a masterpiece mystery and eat cookies. Graham and Rosie are making a batch right now. Chocolate chip." It was my turn to groan. Cookies, a mystery, Graham, and my niece. That combo sounded divine. Meg and my niece, somehow transformed into a 14-year-old, had lived with her grandmother since our beloved Gramps passed away over a decade ago. The arrangement suited everyone. Graham adored the company and her grandchildren. Meg, a single mom since before Rosie was even born, enjoyed parenting support. Rosie saw Graham as her BFF from another era and was soaking in Graham's secrets to life, bookbinding and legendary baking. Since moving back home, I'd benefited too. Delicious dinners, luxurious leftovers, movie nights and sleepovers in the coziest guest bedroom in town. "Or, hey, we start on the taxes?" Meg suggested. "That sounds like more fun. Pluck our eyebrows," except Rosie already tortured my brows and convinced me to wear contacts. "If my eyeballs freeze, that's it. I'm going home." I smiled. Misery did adore company. "You'll need your sister to guide you." "Noble of you. Maybe one of us could slip and sprain an ankle?" Meg slid a boot over snow packed to ice. She looked almost hopeful. Headlights turned our way a few blocks up. "Get hit in the road?" I suggested. "Fine by me," my sister muttered. I slipped my mittened hand through Meg's elbow and tugged her along. As we strolled, I told her about the magic library cart. Her laughter warmed me. The 5 years that separated us seemed like nothing in our 30s. But a part of me would always be the little sis, eager to make her big sister chuckle. I was glad to have her at my side tonight, and even happier to be reunited after my years abroad, traveling the world on bookish gigs. "So," Meg said, "there is some hope for this evening?" The magic of the library. Carts wouldn't fly, but I believed in the enchanting powers of buildings filled with books. "Bet I'll still win," Meg grumbled. When it came to dating, Meg and I lugged around baggage heavier than trunks of books. Since learning of our impending blind dates, we'd been engaged in a bit of dark humor in the form of sisterly competition. Who had the worst dating record? Meg, hands down, held the lead. 15 years ago, she'd been stood up at the altar by Rosie's dad. Few could compete with that heartbreak and humiliation. However, I'd had a recent surge. First, there'd been my long-term boyfriend. I'd thought we loved the same things. Bookshops, travel, literary landscapes, each other. I also secretly, foolishly, assumed he'd propose. Any day now, I'd think, every few years or so. Only when I stepped up and asked did I learn he wasn't the marrying type. Turned out, he wasn't the one-woman type either. Our breakup left me adrift. But after some wallowing in tearjerker novels, I moved on, literally. Last October, I winged back home to Little Last Word for my dream job, working with my big sis as fifth-generation caretakers of our family's historic bookshop. I vowed to start a fresh chapter, to seek out new friendships and rekindle old acquaintances. A budding romance even seemed possible. But then, I hadn't even unpacked when murder struck my seemingly idyllic hometown. My boot slipped. I steadied myself, physically and emotionally. It was too soon to prod at the scars of last November.